You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, you guys. Salute to that brother Diddy Docket, man, for putting out this information today. We'll go through this, man, as CJ Wallace got some bad news today, man. Him and Diddy. We're gonna go through it. Basically, the judge in their case against Jonathan Hay, the man who claimed that he was set up and that Diddy forced his manhood in his mouth in L.A. And the same guy that said that Diddy squeezed on that Biggie Smalls, he squeezed his juices on that Biggie Smalls T-shirt and threw it on him. And said, "Rest in peace, Big." Remember that case? That one that's being investigated criminally as well. Well, in the civil court, they both C.J. Wallace and Diddy took big losses today. Now, as you guys see on your screen, the Civil Court of California, Court of Los Angeles Civil Division. As y'all see, the Honorable Michael E. Whitaker is a judge, and we just go down. It says plaintiffs are, Vincent Hayes and Katrina R. Bleep. For defendant Jonathan Morris, blah, 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 blah. And y'all go down. It says nature of proceedings, hearing on Demore with motion to strike, submitted by defendants Diddy, Sean Combs, Daddy's House Recordings, Inc., CEO, PCO, LLC, hearing on Demore with motion to strike, CCP 43010, submitted by defendant Notorious B.I.G. LLC. The court's tentative rulings are published to all parties via posting on the court's website. Now, basically, you guys already know C.J. Wallace tried to get this struck down because Jonathan Hay included the Notorious B.I.G.'s entity in this, and he got rejected. So it says, conclusion, in order for the reasons stated, the court sustains without leave to amend Notorious B.I.G.'s demur to the sixth case of action for negligent supervision and retention failure to warn, but otherwise overrules the Notorious B.I.G.'s demur to the first, second, third, fourth, and seventh causes of action. Those are the actions that Jonathan Hay has claimed. Further, the court grants in part the Notorious B.I.G.'s motion to strike and strikes plaintiff's request for punitive damages with leave to amend. The court otherwise denies the Notorious Big's motion to strike plaintiff's request for statutory damages, attorney fees, and various factual allegations. Plaintiffs shall file and serve a second amended complaint in conformance with this ruling on or before March the 20th, 2026. Notorious B.I.G. shall provide notice of the court's ruling and file the notice with proof of service forthwith. At the hearing, counsel for the defendant argued that the plaintiff fails to allege that Wallace was an officer, director, managing talent, or member of the Notorious B.I.G. as evident by the allegations in paragraphs. And then it's going to go on after this. So basically, the judge, he has shot down a lot of, C.J. Wallace and what they wanted to do coming against Jonathan Hayes. The judge is basically saying that, he can go on with his case. He's shown enough for these main parts to go on. See what I'm saying? The judge has shown that. So that is one of them things, man, where it's just like, bro, wow, man. You know what I mean? As y'all see right here, it says Superior Court of California goes all the way down. John Doe, an individual, versus Sean Combs. We all know who the John Doe is now because he came out and said it himself. It goes down. Let's just go down to the paragraph right here. It says 49 through 51, and as such, Notorious B.I.G. has no derivative liability to plaintiff, although the court agrees generally that the allegations in paragraphs 49, 15 are not models of clarity vis Wallace's purported corporate role with the Notorious B.I.G., other than the inference that he is at the very least an employee of the Notorious B.I.G. Plaintiff has alleged sufficient facts. Listen to this now, the yellow part. They're saying Jonathan Hay has alleged significant facts to establish that the Notorious B.I.G. may be liable, albeit derivativity, Tiddly, I can pronounce that word, to plaintiff based upon Wallace's alleged conduct resulting in the alleged torts suffered by the plaintiff, Jonathan Hay. As such, the court declines sustain the demur based upon the counsel's contentions, but suggested the plaintiff confer with defendants about stipulating to amend paragraphs 49 through 51 to clarify Wallace's corporate role with B.I.G, the notorious B.I.G, if any. Man, this is bad news for them. This is going on. This case pretty much is going on. Is they not the judge is not throwing this out with C.J. Wallace and Sean Combs. The judge is letting this thing ride, man. You guys see the paperwork right here. You know what I'm saying? Just read the yellow part right there again. Y'all see it. And so now, as you see this page, this pertains to Diddy as well. It says conclusion in order for the reason stated, the court overrules the Combs defendant's demur in its entirety. Further, the court denies Combs defendant's motion to strike in its entirety. Damn, that's a major loss for Diddy, because the court anticipates the plaintiff will file a second amended complaint, right? This crazy work, man. Now you come back in conformance with its concurrent ruling on the Notorious B.I.G. LLC's demur and motion to strike. The Combs defendants need not file in, serve, or answers to the First Amendment complaint unless plaintiff fails to file a Second Amended complaint by the deadline ordered. The Combs defendants shall provide notice of the court's ruling and file the notice with a proof of service forthwith. So, Jonathan Hay, major wins in court, man. Major wins in court, as you guys can see from Jonathan Hay, man. This guy picked up some major wins in court of this situation, and so his case will move on. They try to get it thrown out. The judge says, nah, man, this case is going to go forward in the civil courts, and we'll have to see what happens in the criminal court, because he's also filed criminal charges against him. Remember, that was an ongoing investigation still in California with the LA Sheriff's Department. They're doing an investigation into this case too. This guy, he went criminal as well. So not only did he go criminal, he went civil. So we have to see what happens with the criminal, because if the criminal does come, then the civil will wait. The civil will be pushed back and wait for the criminal. You understand? So that's a big part to see too. What happens in the criminal case right there, as a judge says he sees enough to let this thing keep riding with Jonathan Hay in the in the civil part. So the criminal, we'll see what happens, man. This is a major win for Jonathan Hay. He came out, he said that he is the John Doe. He made the allegations that all these things happened to him. And, C.J. Wallace and them, they came out and denied it. Diddy has denied it for fairness to their part. They've said that this guy is not being truthful and they did not do these things. So you guys let me know what y'all think. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.